Hi, I'm Nikki and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I upcycled an old pair of sweats to make an Adidas two-piece outfit. Before I got started on making the two-piece, I needed to remove the pilling. I used these little razors to scrape off the fuzz and then used a lint roller to pick up any remaining fibers. I believe the people that did this on TikTok ripped all the seams off the sweats, but after 5 minutes of doing that and barely making any progress, I decided to just move on to cutting the sweats to the length that I wanted the skirt to be. But alas, once I finished that, I had to rip the seams on the crotch area. Sorry for saying crotch. It's the technical term. I'm so sorry. For this next step, you're going to cut out a piece of fabric that resembles the symbol for the Illuminati, which will remind you of Jay-Z, who cheated on none other than Beyonce, whose clothing brand Ivy Park recently collaborated with Adidas on very expensive pieces that you can't afford. Hold on to this feeling. Use it for your art. Let it motivate you to be as precise as possible when cutting this piece to fill in the gap in the front of the skirt, as you plan to seize the means of production. Then, you're going to do the exact same thing to the back of the skirt, before realizing that it creates this weird shark fin butt-looking thing when it's on you, and removing it all together. I then whipped out my inaugural double needle. She was, is, so beautiful. Let's cherish how she looked here for no particular reason. Ever wonder whether someone you know is trustworthy? Here's a quick way to weed out the bad ones. Say Adidas in front of them. If they correct your pronunciation to Adidas, they aren't to be trusted. Please appreciate this glorious row of stitches that propped up my self-esteem throughout this process. 8. To ensure a good fit and look, I draped the pieces I plan to use as the front and back of the top onto my dress form. Because these sweats were skinny and therefore tapered at the bottom, I had to be a bit creative with how I made the top. After I found a look that I liked, I turned the pieces to their wrong sides and pinned the places I needed to sew. Aw, look at me sewing my silly little outfit on my silly little sewing machine while background watching my silly little reality TV show, and then bam, my needle breaks! Oh, sweet gal. She's so frustrated. She has no idea what she's doing. Trying to smile through it. Alright, let's zoom in and play the slow-mo clip now. Okay, so my double needle broke. I have another one where the needles are a little bit closer together, so I'm afraid that that one's gonna break as well. So I decided to use my little roller foot. If you can see it, it just helps the fabric get guided a little bit easier, allegedly. Hopefully this works. After inserting the thinner double needle into my sewing machine, I went back to work. While editing, I discovered that I'd taped a call between my boyfriend and I that really captures how I was starting to lose steam at this point. Please enjoy. Oh, hey.
Hey,
What's up?
how's it going?
Oh, not well indeed.
Why?
Because I'm trying to sew this like Adidas outfit thing, and I broke a needle that I like really needed, so now I'm having to pivot because I tried to use a smaller version of that like double needle, so it's not working. So
Uh-oh.
having to pivot, and you know how that goes.
Yeah.
You know how it be sometimes.
Well, you're adapting. You're learning your sewing adapting skills.
I went in and added this dart and decided to shorten the front since the back piece ended up being much thinner than I expected. It's going to look like a crop top / sports bra / sporty spice look sandwiched into one. Alrighty, so I sewed the top part together and it's going to wrap around like this. So that's what we're working with. And the more that I work on this, the more I realize that it's very similar to my Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen outfit. So
Lizzie McGuire, you are an outfit repeater.
Maybe I'm an outfit repeater, but you're an outfit
remember her, which is just as pathetic.
To make the straps, I had to cut out the signature Adidas strips of fabric. It was honestly the worst part of this entire process. I won't insert a clip here because I can't bear to relive the experience. Here's a clip of Margot doing a fist bump instead. Alright, so I'm going to sew on the straps, and once that's done, I just have to attach the back together, and then we're done. Time to reveal what I've decided to call a poor man's Adidas Ivy Park look. Call me anytime, Beyonce. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos.